Good morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market alert for Wednesday, February 2nd. Investors on Wall Street may take a breather this morning after the market kicked off the month with a big rally yesterday. The Dow Industrials closed above the 12,000 mark for the first time since June of 2008, as traders reacted to more strong corporate earnings and positive news on manufacturing. Today, the focus shifts to the labor market. Outplacement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas reported that U.S. employers laid off about 38,500 workers last month. That was above December's levels, but the fewest for any January since they began measuring the number in 1993. Meanwhile, ADP said that 187,000 new jobs were added last month. The reading comes just 2 days ahead of the government's closely watched employment report. Economists expect an increase of about 150,000 non-farm payrolls, and the unemployment rate probably ticked up to 9.5%.
The fourth quarter earnings season is winding down, but there are some big names still set to release the results, including several media companies. Time Warner topped Wall Street estimates with a 22% jump in profit on revenue that rose more than 8%. The company also boosted its quarterly dividend by 11% and added another $4 billion to its stock buyback plan. Shares of Time Warner are adding nearly 1% on the news. Mattel is also moving higher in the pre-market. The toy maker's earnings held steady from a year ago, but that was good enough to beat expectations. And Mattel also declared a dividend of 23 cents a share. But the day's biggest earnings winner may be Electronic Arts, jumping more than 10%. After Tuesday's closing bell, the video game publisher reported a wider quarterly loss as sales fell. But its forecast for the current quarter was better than expected, and it announced a stock buyback plan. Both Atlantic Equities and Piper Jaffray upgraded the stock on the news. After today's closing bell, we'll hear from another big name in the media industry, News Corp, as well as Visa.
A couple other stock movers to tell you about this morning. Broadcom is tumbling 6% despite posting solid quarterly numbers. Shares of the communications chip maker had risen 6% already this year, and FBR Capital lowered its price target on the stock after the report. Shares of Whirlpool are also falling in the pre-market after its adjusted earnings missed estimates. But Hershey is set to open higher. It matched expectations with a 9% increase in profit, but the chocolate maker predicted earnings for the full year that are well short of Wall Street's target.
We're also keeping an eye on commodities prices today. Gold is extending its recent decline and is now trading below $13.40 an ounce as the U.S. dollar rebounds against the euro. Crude oil is also moving lower for the second straight day, after running up 8% in the previous 2 sessions. Investors are relieved that the political situation in Egypt has not affected shipments through the Suez Canal. That's the latest from Weiss Research. We'll be back after the opening bell with all the market reaction.